Hey guys, this is Jeffrey with Forever I Trade. It is August 5th, 2024, a little after 10, about 10:13. And we are looking at the market, which, man, went crazy a little earlier. Had a crazy drop at around a nice drop even here. 9, went after 9:30, and then after this, if you were looking for a long only, look at that jump. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to look for some accurate setups. And let's see what we can do. All right. Who's trading the NASDAQ, the Russell, the Dow, the ES? Let me know, and we'll see what kind of trades we can pull off today. I mean, as you can see, the NASDAQ is still climbing. I mean, it's a beautiful sight, right? Hope you're not chasing up here, but what a sight, man. It's beautiful jump, right? Even if you got in somewhere down here, man, easy over 500 points. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. But that's what we want. We want the market to do something, right? So if you are seeing this, I mean, you missed it, but get excited, right? That something's probably going to happen. I mean, maybe, we don't know if it's going to consolidate somewhere up here. I like this resistance possibly. If you go on a 10-minute, right up here, right? We're right up here where something can potentially happen. Potentially. Maybe. I don't know. But be careful if you are trading this. Just be careful. See what happens. All right. If you're looking on the 10 minutes, not a bad actual time frame to look on right now, since you're at resistance. I mean, you can either say, okay, well, I'll wait for it to break out, or you can say, all right, well, I mean, honestly, bring this down here, and honestly, you can either short it, because you do short at resistance, right, with an exit, of course. Just keep in mind, it is a very high volatility, so be careful. Be very, very careful. You can lose money very quickly and at a high amount. If you're playing a breakout, be careful too. Just make sure you hold your own, because it could fly past it. I may play the breakout. Kind of see what it wants to do. Yeah, I'll play the breakout. Quick 185. I mean, the volatility is so high, right? And I could have stayed in, but 185 is actually not terrible. I made it in a few seconds. But just to see what happens in the next minute or so, let's see. Let's see if this thing continues up or if it wants to fall back down. Protect yourself, guys. Just keep in mind, this could fall. It really could fall. Even though I see this big candlestick and it's going green, it could fall. All right, it could keep going. So just be careful, because you are at resistance somewhere over here. All right, it broke this. Anybody's willing to catch the bounce, or you guys looking to short? What are you guys looking to do? And if you want to be smart, just sim it, right? What I would do is I would likely, I would short it. I would short it, maybe down to this zone here. I mean, catching all the way down here is a monster. I just don't know about that, but because you do want it to come back to the average. Right, but let's just say it comes down and starts barreling through this little zone that I And you see it's not much. It's not much. It's not much of a drop for it to show like some significant numbers, right? So the trade was right. I could have took my money. I didn't. But overall, I think the trade, this is a sim. I'm not doing this for my live account. I'm in super late, as you can see. I should have gotten in a little higher. As you can see, the volatility is crazy. But overall, I still think the trade was successful if I had some type of plan with it. Just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, when you do short resistance, it's possibility that it'll be higher the reward. All right. If you have your stop, I mean, with losing $600 right now, this is crazy, right? So I'm assuming somebody's playing with probably $5,000, $6,000 in their account. Since the volatility is 50 points, you got that 5 times, right? So you got to at least have 5,000 in your account to trade this, at least at bare minimum. All right. So let's see where this wants to go. I wouldn't even be upset if it continued going up. Look what's been going on since 10 o'clock. It's been going up. So if it does take me out, I get it. I get it. But not a terrible trade. Even if you wanted to give another shot, be careful, right? We know that it could come back down. We know it's still at resistance. If you wanted to try again, just to see, honestly, to see if it still wants to continue to drop, you could. You could see what happens. You can get out of a trade, get stopped out. You can get back into a trade if you're comfortable getting back in the trade. And to me, if you're comfortable with the loss and the risk. I do treat my sim account like a live account. So, yeah. But as you can see, look at the drop. Look at the drop, guys. We'll just keep it here. And this is crazy. It's a beautiful drop. Beautiful drop. Hopefully my internet doesn't trip out like it did last week. But look at this sim. Look at this trade, guys. At resistance. And it's just falling like you would expect it to at resistance with some type of stop in play. All right, so even if we wanted to stop here, 2 trades, I was down 600 on the first trade, pulled the same trigger at this area, at least towards the top, and now we're up 1,000 on sim, we're up 1,000 on the live account and with a funded account, and we're just gonna wait for another setup if we take another setup. But yeah, it wasn't a bad trade. Now, as you can see on the 2-minute, it's definitely giving you a bullish vibe here. I'm just on here, but we're at kind of like resistance. Not kind of, we are at resistance. So just be careful. It's a big candle that not necessarily may not penetrate here. All right, so just be careful. If anything, it's like a quick scalp, if you ask me. Like a super quick scalp. Get in, get out. Be okay with losing that. That's all I got to say. Just quick scalp. Maybe a quick $100 or something. I mean, it would take 50. And I just take that and just be done with that. It happens so fast. But 415, 2 trades, not bad. All right, we've been in trading for about maybe a little over 10 minutes. All right, and look at it go. It's probably going to keep going. All right, so if you're in this trade, lock in your profits. Here would be a nice area to grab. I don't want to say your first, maybe your first target. Yeah, maybe. If it gets here, but if you're in, man, collect something. This is a very volatile market. Just be very careful, especially if you're scalping. Be very careful. If you're holding and, a 2-minute chart, you can hold a swing, but you want to catch it down here if you're going to hold it. But if you're already above the 20, just be careful. That's all I got to say. Be careful. I've been through it. Take these crazy trades. You see an inside bar, even though it's more of an indecision bar. The trade is go long. It's an inside bar. So just be careful. All right. Protect your trade. Protect your capital. And if it's going against you too much that you feel uncomfortable, just get out the trade. Right? And you wait for another setup, just like we did on the sim account. We got a trade, got in, should have taken the money, I didn't, got back in, made a little bit of money on sim, and now we can just continue on with the rest of our day. We'll post this trade, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Bad trade, good trade. What would you have done? Would you have stayed in? Would you not have stayed in? Are you a scalper? You know, or would you have ridden this all the way up? I missed this whole move. I missed this earlier, so this is not something I would have caught no matter what. But I did get a little bit, and I'm happy with that. All right, it's Fair Value Trade, guys. Enjoy your day. We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe back this afternoon. We'll see. Of course, when the market slows down a little bit, the volatility is still 50s. It's ridiculous. All right, see you guys later.